Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Courtney Renee. If you're unfamiliar with me, I have a blog, Aspire Oneself, so if you aren't following my blog, there's a link down below so you can follow that. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel, click subscribe. You will not be disappointed. So right now I'm on my way to an event by Color of Change. I found out about this event on Instagram. It was a sponsored event. I clicked on it. I went more in depth the details of what this was. So basically it's a platform for people of color to actually talk about issues like locally and then also across the country. So it was an opportunity for, it said let's brunch, so you actually can put your name, put your city in of where you want this brunch to be located at, and Durham, North Carolina was actually picked for one of the locations, so I'm really excited about that. So that's where I'm heading today. So it's a brunch between 12:30 to 3:30. So it's just different, like Black individuals, or not even Black, anyone who's just want to be more aware of what's going on in the community that's affecting people of color, and how we can actually impact more, and how we can actually uplift and be a voice of the community, and just looking for change in a positive way. This is what this is event about. And also they're feeding us, which is amazing. I love food. So that's where I'm heading. I'm going to blog about the event and what's going on, so stay tuned and I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Something to support change in the direction towards actual criminal justice and moving further away from criminal injustice, which is happening right now. Can someone shout out a word or two about what color change, what you know about color change?
Digital organizing.
Digital organizing.
Equity.
Equity.
Unity.
Empowerment.
Political empowerment.
It speaks the truth. Truth to power. Anybody else? Civil rights. Civil rights. All right. So Color Change, for folks who don't know, we're the nation's largest digital racial justice organization. We have over 1.3 million members across the country. And what
My name is Omi Sade Bernie Scott, and I am the Director of Strategic Partnerships and Advocacy for Sister Song Women of Color Reproductive Justice Collective. We are the largest national Women of Color Reproductive Justice Collective. Some of you folks who got in here a little bit earlier before we got church-filled. This is a church-filled room. Like pastor anniversary church-filled. Right? Right? Am I lying? I was like, gosh, boy. I put out on the table Trust Black Women cards. I have extra cards. I'm at table 12. So if you didn't get one, you can find me before you leave, okay? I'll make sure you get one. I can't give you one right now, but I will give you one. But I want to tell you who we are, and then I want to tell you about our campaign that we're working on, all right? So Sister Song was started 20 years ago by women of color, and when I say women of color, by Latinx, African American, Indigenous, Arab, Middle Eastern, Asian Pacific Islander women, because they were doing work in traditional reproductive rights and health organizations, and were realizing that they were not centering our stories, our needs, our concerns. They were also not talking about racial equity. They were also not talking about our experiences around reproductive oppression or reproductive coercions. We were like, you know what, bump that, we're gonna start our own thing. So in 1994, actually, we had gone to a conference in Cairo, Egypt that was about maternal health and wellness of women globally. And we came back from that conference and we started something called reproductive justice. So when you hear reproductive justice, that definition and that movement was started by Black women. Not white women, Black women. So when you hear organizations that do repo rights and health say, we do reproductive justice, they do that because Black women created the definition and created the movement. So I want to be very, very clear about that.
Good afternoon, black folks in Durham. My name is Marcus Bass. I'm fortunate enough to be the Executive Director of Advanced Carolina. We recognize that while it takes everybody, left, right, rich, poor, black, white, to make a revolution for years, and especially in North Carolina, lines have been drawn, votes have been suppressed, and bodies have been challenged in a very discriminatory way. And so we're joining forces with folks across the country. We know even here in this building there are folks running for office. We know they have to play by the rules. Sometimes they can't campaign as much as they would like to. We want you to make sure that you talk to them and see them. But we have issues that we must stand on and we must begin to articulate. And especially this year in a justice election, when they have already determined that the lines on the congressional level are racially gerrymandered, when they already talked about the legislative districts drawn with surgical precision to carve out black voters. Now for the first time in 50 years, they're looking at our judicial maps. They're looking at the system of courts across the state, the systems that we go through, and they're determining who enacts justice in those places, in the high benches and in the low seats. So from state Supreme Court to General Assembly, all the way down to district attorney and district judge, we are not stopping. You don't have to be an expert. Know who to go to and find the information. That's why you're here today. And then we can connect the people and create the independent political power. Because some folks want you to swing left, some folks want you to swing white. We're going to stay black, all right?
I'm the newly appointed campaign organizer for Durham for All. And I took on this position because I wanted to be on the ground fighting for Durham, for all of us. I grew up in the foster care system, and even though I faced so many obstacles for moving 21 times before the age of 21 here in this city, dealing with depression, hopelessness, giving up on myself, there were so many people in this community that were like, baby, I'm not gonna let you give up on you because I'm not giving up on you, and I'm not gonna let you give up on you. And I'm so thankful for the sense of community that the city once thrived on, and I want to bring us back there. So right now, we're currently faced with the choice to create change in the city that is constantly under attack. Whether you realize it or not, we're actually, we've officially entered into the new Jim Crow era. And let me be clear, this directly affects all of us. Everyone in this building and everyone in the city. And so laws are being passed that continue to intentionally suppress us as a people. Police brutality is met with a slap on the wrist. And it leaves us as citizens unprotected and feeling like we're targets, right? And so right now we have a chance to change that. And even for our loved ones that are incarcerated, they are faced with inhumane conditions that not even the guilty should endure.
Neville, Durham, born and bred. I'm so happy to be a part of Color of Change today, which is a spirit, which is an attitude. Thank you for the energy of change. Thank you, change agents. We're talking about change today, and Durham is definitely changing. Different from some of the youth that has been on the stage, I have a bird's eye view of that change. I want to talk to you about some action, some options. We're talking about the pipeline from school to prisons. There's lots of ways we can attack that before our children get involved in that pipeline, get involved in the criminal justice system. One way is through education and creating opportunities for our children to be all they can be, for our children to fly. Carolina Young Aviators is a nonprofit that was created by Warren Wheeler, the first African American in the country to own an airline. Some of you have smaller versions of this card. We talk, if you look on the back, we talk about what it takes to provide this education. This education is a STEM-based curriculum. Those of you with children in the public schools know that that's about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Some more evolved programs add the A, which is the arts. Today, our youth have the skill set needed to become pilots. They have the technology, they have the digital exposure, and quiet as it's kept, they have the musical exposure. There is research that talks about the fact that musicians have the same skill set that pilots need. Again, we are a nonprofit. Those of you who have this card, just look on the back. It takes $180 to put a child in the air for 1 hour of training. Minimally, they need 3 of those hours per month, times 13 months, minimally. If your child participates in our program at age 14 or 15, by the time they're 18 or 19, they can be licensed for solo piloting. We have done it already in the less than 4 years.
So I just came out of Color of Change. It was an amazing experience. Hopefully, like, I was able to edit and you get the feel of what I experienced. It was a great conversation of what can we do as Black people to evolve and just become better than what we already are, and how we can impact not only each other but the world, and how we can just change and just empower each other. But this is just something amazing. Hopefully there is some more brunches or something like this in the area, because I would definitely be attending this event. It was just great. Like words just can't express like how many people were there. Like, I was getting text messages like the night before, and I was kind of like weirded out, because I'm like, why are you sending me text messages? There's not a lot of people coming. And I'm telling you, it was a packed house to the point there were no more seats available. They had to turn people around. That's how many people that were in this event. There was no more plates to give, no more seats. Like, this was like a crazy, amazing event. And once people know about this and spread the word, it was just contagious. So the people that I sat at the table, and we just bounced back our knowledge and what we already know and challenges we want to face, because I wasn't the youngest person on the table, and there were people that were 2 or 3 times the age of me, and they talked about their challenges and what they did to overcome and how they're impacting the world themselves. So it was just an amazing experience. I hope you like this vlog and look forward to more. And again, if you haven't followed my blog or you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. Bye.